The great thing about these tips is they're going to show parents that many of the things they're already doing are important and meaningful based on those 5 domains of school readiness. The next step up from that is they're also going to learn new things, not only from the tips, but from conversations around the tips. When you get parents in a room and they see those tips and talk about what they're already doing, it's going to spark more interest, more action with the fellow parents that are in that room, because they're going to learn fun things to do with their children that make a difference in school readiness. The video tips are 30 seconds to 60 seconds, and they're grouped into these 5 domains. The Facilitators Guide takes you through each domain and what to show and what to ask. When setting up these meetings with parents, I think you've got a lot of leeway, but I think there are some things you need to do. You need to make sure that you invite them in a way that's very non-threatening. We're going to talk about school readiness. We're going to talk about the most important person or people in your life, your children. We're going to have fun. There's going to be food. We might even have a little make it, take it that you can take home with you. If you need to bring your children, bring your children. And we're going to talk about basically school readiness. And I don't call it kindergarten readiness because you need to be ready for school and life beyond school. The important things are to make sure the parents are comfortable and to listen to them. Make sure when you start, you talk to them about who's in their life, what children are in their life. Who has 2 children? Do you see that in your children?
Yes.
So one is more what?
One is more relaxed, laid back. She's not very adamant to learn. And then the other, I already have her speaking in Spanish. So she's other end.
They're very different. You know what? They all come to their own time. We just have to support the way they learn. So you've got a good basis for a conversation. You can go back and say, you said you have a 2-year-old. Are you seeing any of this? You have a baby. I'm sure this is interesting to you. You can learn from this parent of a 4-year-old. We want to always make sure when we show the video tips that we ask the parents, what are you doing that is similar to the things that you're seeing here? And that we also ask them, what have you learned? What's one thing you can do after seeing these video tips and listening to the rest of the parents in this room? I think the biggest point is to make sure that parents understand there are all the domains of school readiness, not just ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and that they get a voice to that. Because when you talk about things and converse about things, the learning becomes yours. It's not something that is going to go away. You own it when you talk about it.